All right, hey there, guys. Welcome to Monday Move, where we enhance our asana. So today we will be going into up dog. The past few weeks we kind of worked individually through the vinyasa flow from plank and chaturanga, and now we'll come into the up dog back bend. So I'm going to head over to my mat and we'll get started. So some things that can occur in up dog is not opening up through the collarbone. So when we come into our back bend, a lot of times what I see is our shoulders are still hunched forward because that's what we're used to all day. And then we're kind of just reaching our head through almost like a turtle. So we're still kind of rounding. So it's, something like this it ends up being. So we need to remember to pull our chest through, externally rotate our arms, and broaden our collarbones. The other thing is we forget about recruiting the legs and lower body into the pose. Because what else can happen is because we're so anteriorly rotated through our pelvis, we can still get in here and have our booty almost sticking up in the air. So we want to make sure we pull our tailbone down, squeeze our kneecaps, and come into the pose. Okay, so with the rounding of the shoulders, that can really destabilize the shoulder joint, which can, over time, doing lots of vinyasa that way, will definitely bring a repetitive injury into the shoulder girdle. And again, without recruiting the legs and the glutes, that's really going to put a lot of pressure on that lower back again. So be mindful of recruiting the legs into the pose. So let's get into it properly. I'll come into it from the floor up, and then I'll do a quick version of it going through a vinyasa, and then next week we'll dive a little bit deeper into the flow of vinyasa. All right, so if we start on our bellies, almost like we are going to come up into cobra pose, we want our hands slightly behind our shoulders. And again, pull the shoulder blades up away from the floor, or the shoulder heads up away from the floor, and squeeze your elbows gently into the sides of your ribs. And now what we're going to do is squeeze our kneecaps first. We're going to take our tailbone to our heels to activate the legs initially. And now we're just going to press into our hands, specifically through our base knuckles and gripping our finger pads. And then come into cobra. And then from there, we can straighten the arms into up dog. So I'm really pulling my upper arm bones back. The folds of my elbows, where they fold, where they crease, they're pointing forward. I'm squeezing my shoulder blades in towards my spine. I'm hugging my navel points up into my spine. My glutes are reaching towards my heels, and I'm squeezing my kneecaps. And I'm going to lower my knees and come back to sit. All right, so that's up dog. Again, a very nice belly back bend. And any modification are the other back bends that we went through previously. So either cobra pose, where the pelvis and legs stay rooted to the mat, or sphinx pose, where we slide our forearms forward, and instead of being on our hands, we're just on our forearms. Okay? So let's come into it from a plank position. So this will, again, I won't go too deep into it, but just so you can see how we flow into the up dog. So let's come into our plank position. Our hands are outer shoulder width distance, creases of the wrists facing forward. Nice strong plank. I'm going to bend my elbows into chaturanga, keeping my belly high, bending about 90 degrees. And then on an inhale, I'm going to re-straighten my arms, squeeze my glutes, roll over my toes, and pull my arm bones back. And then re-curl over my toes as I come back into down dog. So those are two ways to come into up dog, through the floor or through chaturanga. Now really remember to pull your upper arm bones back and think of taking your chest through and forward between your arms. Remember, recruit the legs so you don't put all your weight into your lower back. Your weight bearing on your hands, so that's that pressure through the base knuckles and almost a gripping sensation through the finger pads. And you're going to have an awesome up dog. All right, again, as always, if you have any questions, comments, anything of you like, please use the comment section below to reach out to me. I will get back to you as soon as I see the comments. You can also go to katieschleepwellness.com to see everything that I offer, from yoga to myofascial release and massage. So have a beautiful day, a wonderful week. It's sunny here, so I hope it's sunny by you. All right, namaste.